All right, guys. I just came across a post, Talk of Football One. That's the username, and that guy was passionately lambasting Carlos Baleba. I mean, passionately, as if he has an issue with that young man. Now, in his video, he said Carlos Baleba was a flop in Brighton's game against Fulham, and secondly, Carlos Baleba is overrated. First of all, I'll address the issue of being a flop against Fulham. Carlos Baleba made a 90% complete pass, the most of any midfielder in that game, and he played just 69 minutes. And of course, he covered some distance in that game. He was voted Brighton's player of the match in that particular game. So, is he trying to tell me, Talk of Football One, are you trying to tell me that you are more better, or you are much more better than the football analysts that you were at Brighton, that really sat down and analyzed the game? Secondly, in your video, he said he purposely sat down to watch Brighton Fulham game because he wanted to see the performance of Baleba. It simply means that you Talk of Football One or Talk for Football One, whatever your username is, it simply means that you have never watched Carlos Baleba play. You have never, because a typical EPL football fan, an African football fan who have watched Carlos Baleba play, will tell you that Carlos Baleba is one of the best when it comes to holding midfields. You just watched Carlos Baleba in one match and you felt like he flopped. You felt like he flopped, and you are coming out to lambast him with one performance. Let's assume that Carlos Baleba flopped. Would you judge him with one performance? See, when we are analyzing football, we should analyze football with emotions. We should analyze football with facts. You don't judge a player with one game. You said you Talk of Football One said he flopped, but to others he performed well and was even given the award of player of the match. So are you better than them? You are talking about overrated. This boy is just 21 years. He's an emerging prospect. He's a young talent coming up. And let me bust your bubble. In the top 14 list of most valuable players, Carlos Baleba is there. He's number 14. And he's the only African player in that list. The only African player in that list. The most valuable players in the world. And he's worth 40 million euros. I can understand your point, talking about saying that he's not worth up to 100 million. Yes, everybody is entitled to his opinion. But like I said, this guy is just 40 million euros and he's number 14 in the top 14 list of most valuable players in the world. So if he performs well this season, and I know Baleba will perform well this season, if he does, can you imagine his price tag? If Brighton can hit the price tag with 100 million or 120 million or whatever on his head, they didn't do that because he wants it. They did that because they were scaring United away. They knew that United, your club, because I saw you wearing a United jersey. Your club will not release that amount of money to get Carlos Baleba, and they know that United will not release that money, and that's why they put that price tag. It's what they call a business strategy to scare away customers who are interested in the product. I don't want to start going to business studies. So, my brother, Talk for Football One. You don't analyze football with emotions. Analyze football with facts. Okay? Carlos Baleba is still a young man growing up. And I want to let you know that Brighton is one of the best when it comes to football business. Let me bust your bubble. Moses Caicedo, I think 2 seasons ago, they didn't want to sell him to Chelsea. But they hit the price tag of 150 million. And Chelsea went all out to get him. Why? Because Chelsea were seriously in need of a midfielder. They knew that Moses Caicedo was that person to run things for them in the heart of the midfield. And at the end of the day, what is happening? This is the result. Moses Caicedo is doing his job. And Moses Caicedo is the second most valuable player in the world as it stands, with about 100 million euros or so. He's the second most valuable player in the world. So, you don't, when you come out to do your analysis, try to be factual. Okay? Go through your records. Make your research.